Hi everyone, this is Susie from Suzie Crafted Designs. Hope everybody's doing well today. It's been quite a while since I made a video. Just going through some personal things at home, so I had a little bit of time this morning. And I thought that I'd share with you a couple of things that I made because I had some time. And I really woke up with that feeling like I wanted to make something today. So here's what I did. Oops, sorry. I have the prop going in my kitchen. So anyway, I'm also using a tripod, so I don't want to get too close or too far away. So I want to show you what I did here. Okay, I'll start off first with this little gift. And I'm hoping you can see this clearly. There's a lot going on over here. This is a little box my cousin had given me a gift a few weeks ago when I saw her. I just took, this is Wrapping with Suzie, by the way, and Adorable Vintage Co. designs are all of the papers that are used in this video. So I had a piece of scrap, literally was going to throw it away, but I wrapped it around the gift to make it look a little shabby with the papers, and these papers are just beautiful. Let me see if I can turn another light on. I'm sorry. I hope that helps a little bit. It's kind of cloudy today in New York. Anyway, yeah, it's much better. Anyway, so I use these really super pretty papers. There's script on them, and they're very shabby and floral. The other piece that you see over here was just a piece of scrap left over, and I decided to do curls with paper, really cute. I'm going to do a separate tutorial video, so stay tuned on that. I'm sure those of you who use a lot of designer papers from the paper designers out there would like to try and do that. So really pretty, and just some scraps that I had on my table with a little wild orchid craft in there and some pearls. Really pretty, great way to wrap a gift, and definitely much less expensive than paying for it in a jewelry store or a shop. I mean, granted, you can only use 8.5 by 11 or a little smaller on these because these are small packages, but good things come in small packages, so you can go ahead and wrap that way. And I decided to make a couple little tags from the scraps that were left over, grunging the edges with some vintage photo from Ranger, and just also taking a scissor and scratching the edges with a scissor, poking a hole, and using this baker's tape for Christmas actually, which is cream colored with the gold going through it, which looked really pretty. So I did a couple of those on my table here. Got a lot going on. This was a really cute idea I did once before, the love letters. So I took one of these oblong designs that Carrie had done, and I just cut it out. I turned it around a pencil. I squeezed it a little tighter with a quilling tool, and I glued it and put a little ribbon on. Really super cute as a little present or a note if you want to leave someone a note, or maybe buy someone a bottle of wine and stick it on the label, just a little something. Really, really cute idea. And then there are other papers that she does where you can print these out also as a note, or they can go inside of your little books and that people make. Really pretty. I grunged up the edges on this one as well, and the fussy cutting is already there, but I poked a hole in there with my crocodile and threaded a piece of seam binding through. And I did put on the back a regular piece of cardboard paper, you know, just a craft stock, I mean, just to show you that it's a little harder. So if you want to print out on that, or print it out on regular printing paper and then glue it on, and then, you know, just to make it stiffer, you can. But when you use regular paper, your printouts will be flimsy like that, and that's fine if you're making little labels to go inside of a book or little tiny notes of some kind. These are not very tiny. They're probably 3 by 3 maybe, or 4 by 3 in size. I don't really know. You can go on the Etsy site and check that out. Okay, next, these are some really pretty tags that I had made and wanted to show you that it's so cute to make a gift tag for somebody, right? Just print out this paper. You could put a little stickles on there just to give it a little sheen. Maybe paint some Mod Podge on top of it just to give it a really nice finish. Some gold edges like I did here. It's very faint with in combination with the vintage photo. And I also bought these little clothespins from the dollar store, and they were on $1. I think they were $3. Anyway, I took them apart, which it was a nightmare for me to get back, but I did. And I used Mod Podge on this. I printed out the paper design, same design that I use here, so everything combines with each other. These are all different designs that she has made, but they're so pretty and similar in ways that they really go smoothly and seamlessly and match together. So if you want to clip this onto something for a gift, on a bag or a bottle of wine, or onto a box, or just use this as a little gift note itself, or put it on your desk with a magnet. So many things that you can do. Years ago I used to make magnets with those when I first started to craft. I wish I had something to show you like that, but I don't on hand. If I was in my craft room I would. And then this was so much fun, you guys. Let me just show you something, what I do with it. Okay. Now, everybody buys products in the store, correct? So this is a 1 a day with vitamins that I take every day, and I decided to save this. It's a lot larger, but this one is an aspirin bottle, aspirin box, and I wrapped the aspirin box, which is a really nice size box, with one piece of paper, 8.5 by 11, that I resized the design with, and I also cut out from one of her other, there's several different ones, this little label, and I put a piece of white cardstock behind there so it's a little not as flimsy, poked a hole in it, and then I etched all of the edges here with vintage photo. Looks so pretty. And then I just tea dyed some vintage ribbon that I had. It's actually the part where you cut off, where you would sew it in between something and probably throw it away, but I don't throw anything out like that. So I just cut that off of a very wide piece of vintage ribbon, grunged it up a little bit and let it sit there, and I had it on my table. I just put a couple of little flowers in there, and I wanted to just show you the actual box itself. I did not finish the inside, no need to, because I was kind of thinking that I may leave it open on my table with some pencils in there and have it just as like a little pencil holder or something lightweight like wires for my flowers, things like that. Really pretty. Okay, and just to show you that I did make several of these with different flower designs on them. They really are very cute. I mean, they do have larger paper clips that you can play with. I have very big ones from years ago. They were $1 in the Michaels bin. I haven't seen them in a very long time, but I know I have them somewhere in my crazy stash of boxes and boxes of bins and bins that are ridiculous. Okay, and the last one that I'm going to show you this morning is a gift bag, a very small gift bag, but lots can go in here. An ornament, a small jewelry box, a couple of other little trinkety things for somebody. And I did cut out a, this was really a piece you would probably throw out, you're not going to use, but I didn't do that. What I did was I just etched off the edges like I did with the other ones, and I put it on a pink piece of paper on the back, and I just used again another thingy there, really pretty, and I put the bag right there. Looks so cute, so cute. And I made quite a few things here this morning. I just hope you love them all. Excuse my voice, I'm not sick or anything, I'm just very tired. So these are some really cute tags that you can also get on Adorable Vintage Co. on Etsy. The prices are really very good. You just need a color printer. I have an HP inkjet printer, and that's what I use for everything. comes out very pretty. The coloring is beautiful. I hope you're getting like a really good picture of the color. Look at that, very vibrant, but yet it has that undertone of faded in some spots and blending and really nice incorporating. If you look at the top, there's like little labels up there and French writing, and on the bottom so nicely placed, all with thought. Adorable vintage cover, very, very pretty. I do love this paper. This paper, it's kind of everything blends into each other, almost like a water print of some kind or water painting. Very pretty. See that? And these make really nice cards if you're a card maker. Super pretty on the labels. Really, really pretty. See, and here's the scraps left over. I wouldn't throw anything away. Why would you throw it away? Make these cute little labels for anything. Like I said, I don't have a bottle of wine handy to show you, but really pretty, hanging from a bottle of wine or just on a pen. You know, hi, thinking of you today. Somebody at work maybe, you know, mailman, the cute mailman. And again, here's this little roll up. If you were to take off the ribbon, you would tear it, because in order for me to make it stay nice and firm, I just put a teensy weensy drop of glue in there and just put it down. Took no time to make it all. Lots of fun. You can print out bunches of these, make them with kids. You know, the little tags. It's really cute, like a little fun thing to do on a hot day in the summertime. You can make. I wouldn't recommend doing the clothespins though, because that was a little frustrating for me anyway. I'm not much of a fussy cutter, but putting that back together was an absolute nightmare. So I hope that I was able to show you these clearly. I just zoomed up a little bit on what I did. I actually have my tripod on the end of a chair so that I can show you. And you can use like tissue paper in the bag and really do it up. You can make a couple of flowers, you know, and put them in a bag. And these are really pretty. These little right here, very cool looking. Again, you know, they slide out. These are really great for people that make journals. Want to do like a vintage journal. In fact, she has a really beautiful vintage journal set. For the large, long, tall journals, 8.5 by 11 paper is all you need, and a color printer. If you don't have a color printer, you have some really pretty black, white, and gray kind of thingy, and some people do like that, and then you can like stamp on it even. Really, really pretty ideas. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my video today, friends. I have some things that's going on at home, and I'm unable to do what I love the most, and that's talk to you guys and make videos and share my crafts. I enjoy it. I've been a crafter since I'm a little girl, an artist throughout my young age, going into my teens and my early 20s of painting and airbrushing and sketching. And then I got very into flower making, and it just kept going. It just kept going, and I met all of you, so many of you beautiful people. Thank you so much for the messages. And I know some of you that I'm friends with on Facebook have messaged me and saw posts, and I really, really love you all, and I appreciate you all, and it's really very touching. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And remember, the next time you think twice about throwing out a box of vitamins or whatever it might be that comes in a box, you can certainly, I mean, listen, you can even, here, look, I'll show you. This is a box of Benadryl. I get allergies sometimes, so I need this. You know, when this is finished, I'm going to play with it. And these are great little decorations for your craft room, really. You can get very creative, so instead of looking for boxes to buy, save some of your chipboard boxes and try to have some fun. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Be well and have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.